North Korea tests missile hours before South Korea launches new submarine. The missile was fired around 6:40 a.m. local time Tuesday, the South Korean Joint Chiefs of Staff said in a statement, adding the South Korean military is maintaining a readiness posture for potential additional launches. In a briefing Tuesday, South Korea's Defense Ministry spokesman Boo Seung-chan said Pyongyang's test was regrettable for happening at a time when political stability on the Korean peninsula is very critical. The U.S. military's Indo-Pacific Command in Hawaii said it was consulting with allies and partners about the North Korean test. While we have assessed that this event does not pose an immediate threat to U.S. personnel or territory, or to our allies, the missile launch highlights the destabilizing impact of illicit weapons program, the U.S. military said. Pyongyang is barred from testing ballistic missiles and nuclear weapons under international law. Previous such tests have been met with international opprobrium and sanctions from the United Nations Security Council. The news of Tuesday's test came just before North Korean Representative Kim Song addressed the UN General Assembly in New York, where he lamented the divide between North and South Korea, and criticized the U.S. presence in the region.
Inter-Korean relations have never come out of the shadow of U.S. interference and obstruction, he said, citing Washington's close relationship with Seoul. The missile test is North Korea's third this month. On September the 11th and 12th, Pyongyang said it tested long-range cruise missiles. Then on September 16th, both North and South Korea tested ballistic missiles, ratcheting up tensions exponentially in what was already one of the most volatile regions on the planet. South Korea's Unification Ministry welcomed Kim's message about the possibility of holding constructive discussions as meaningful. The presidential Blue House did not make an official response. Powerful offensive means. In his speech, Ambassador Kim accused the US of antagonizing his country with military exercises in the region, saying Pyongyang would be prepared to respond willingly at any time to friendly overtures from Washington. In the meantime, he said, as the whole world knows and as the US is so much concerned, powerful offensive means are, of course, included in our war deterrent. The US has repeatedly condemned North Korean missile launches. On September 15th, State Department spokesperson Ned Price called for a diplomatic approach to the issue. We call on the DPRK to engage in a meaningful and substantive dialogue with us, he said, using the acronym for North Korea's official name, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. We have no hostile intent towards the DPRK. We have been very clear about that. What we seek to do is to reduce the threat to the United States, to our allies in the region, and that includes the IOK and Japan, and we think we can do that through diplomacy with the IOK, Price said. South Korea launches new submarine. South Korea on Tuesday launched its newest submarine, the 3,000-ton Shincheonho. Hyundai Heavy Industries, the sub's manufacturer, said in a statement. The homegrown 83.5-meter-long sub, built entirely with South Korean technology, is the third in its class and capable of being armed with Seoul's new submarine-launched ballistic missiles, which were successfully tested on September 16th. That launch made South Korea the seventh military in the world to successfully test an SLBM, the country's defense ministry said. North Korea also has SLBMs, showing the newest of them off at a military parade in January. When the newest sub joins the South Korean fleet in 2024, after undergoing further fitting out and sea trials, it will be able to accommodate a crew of 50 and stay submerged for almost 3 weeks, Hyundai Heavy Industries said.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.